My name is Sarah Lister and I am a Senior Lecturer in Primary Languages.
Hi, I'm Pauline Palmer. I'm a Senior Lecturer in Primary Mathematics.
CLIL stands for Content and Language Integrated Learning, which essentially is a dual-focused approach where it's content-driven, not language-driven. Some of our work this year has involved setting up, planning and delivering a series of 4 CPD workshops to a number of primary teachers. This has involved looking at aspects of the primary mathematics curriculum and how we can actually teach that through French. So what we've been doing really is looking to explore some of the synergies between mathematics and modern foreign languages, some of which are that mathematics and MFL are often perceived as tricky subjects, subjects that teachers and children find difficult, but also that we've really begun to explore this idea about mathematics being a language in itself and looking how we can also capitalise and utilise the 2 pedagogies. So for example, from a modern foreign languages perspective, what we've been looking to embed in these workshop sessions are some of the techniques and the approaches that are very much common practice within a discrete, traditional language teaching lessons. So things like repetition, drilling. We have an approach what we call the 3 Ps. So it's present, practice and produce. So there's that sense of development within a language lesson.
In terms of the mathematics pedagogy, as Sarah said, there are synergies. But for mathematics, we see as important the positive attitude, but it's also the use of language in the mathematics classroom and getting learners to use the language. So the repetition and that use of key vocabulary helps. As does the fact that if you're teaching using a CLIL approach, using a second language, your own language input is actually quite restricted because you're more or less sticking to a script. And actually, sometimes that can be really helpful for learners because sometimes teachers with the best will in the world put in anecdotes and illustrate their points, and actually that can make the meaning less clear to learners. So it kind of keeps things focused by using a second language. The other thing in mathematics pedagogy that's really important is using practical resources. The practical provides something that people can then build on and visualise, develop some sort of memory, and accompanying that, the language to go with it. And CLIL actually provides both that repetition, the use of the practical and the use of the visual to reinforce key ideas.
The other aspect is really thinking about how can we provide that meaningful and that purposeful context for language learning. And again, that's something that CLIL provides.
There have been benefits for us in terms of working collaboratively. I think I'm conscious that we were both very much outside our comfort zone. I certainly was. I've not done any French for a very long time and I wasn't very good at it when I did it. So it's been quite scary, but it's been really interesting. I think the other thing is it's always great to see a colleague at work, and very often, because of timetabling, we are really us and a class of students, whereas this has been a genuine opportunity to team teach, to build on each other's strengths, to extend each other's own understanding of the respective subjects in forging something new. So I think it's been a learning experience from that point of view, and certainly one that I could recommend in terms of peer support for teaching, which I know we're all encouraged to engage with. It's actually felt meaningful because we have been supporting each other and we've both gained and grown from it.
Thank you for watching this Good Practice Exchange film. You can find lots more teaching ideas and resources on our website.